Shalom. Welcome to Camp David the King. I'm Rosenberg, the camp director. If you have any complaints, anything we can do for you, please come to me. We'll try our best. Now, if you'll just follow me.
Well, it's not very much, but it's ours.
Only excuse is that we finished our war just 3 months ago.
Be happy you made it this far.
Now, come along, please.
No, Papa, I don't like this place.
Come on, Susie.
You promised me no more camps.
Please move on. But this one's different. We're in Israel. Come on.
I don't care, Papa. I don't want another camp, and you promised.
All right, you are, my darling. Believe me, Susie, if we were running the world, we'd never live in camps again. But you know what grown-ups are. They always make promises they can't keep.
In the first place, she's my child, so please butt out. In the second place, I'm not responsible for this camp.
They always say they're not responsible.
And don't teach me how to be a father. Susie.
Please, Hans, it's hot enough without arguments.
I'm merely presenting this lovely young lady with the facts of life.
Bravo. Now let her father carry on the job.
Hello. Are you married, huh?
Now, stop that. That's no way to talk to a young lady. Let's introduce ourselves properly.
Oh.
Now, your name is Julia Peppercorn?
Yes?
And you're a little dummy?
Uh-huh. And your name is Hans.
That's right.
And you're a big dummy.
Maybe you've seen him, huh? Oh, please take a look. My son from Warsaw. Have you seen him? Huh? Oh, please take a look. Have you seen my son? Huh? No?
I beg your pardon.
Yes.
You from Germany?
Yes.
Those yours?
Yes.
How long have you been here?
3 months.
Were you ever in a concentration camp? Darling. Can I be up, Hans? Don't you recognize me?
I'm afraid you are mistaken.
I am Hans. I'm your husband, darling. Maria, I'm your father.
Please. If you tell me a little more, perhaps I can help you.
You're lying to me. Look at me, look.
Can I help you?
Darling,
I don't know
please.
him.
Look at me. Get away.
Hans, what are you doing? It's all right, officer. It's all right. I'll take care of him.
You're Israel, full of policemen.
Come on, Hans. Come on.
David doesn't recognize you.
Your family's dead, I've told you. You saw the certificate.
Yes, of course. I don't know what came over me. I apologize. I regret that I caused you and your children. All right, I'm going. You're very fortunate. My wife's hair was blonde.
Please, Hans, sit down.
Name?
Hans Muller.
Huh? You'll have to speak louder.
Hans Muller's my name.
A little softer, please. Place of birth?
Germany. Munich. Beautiful city.
Occupation before the war?
You wouldn't believe me.
I'll believe anything.
I was a juggler.
What?
A juggler.
We need a juggler like a hole in the head. What can you do besides throwing things up in the air and catching them?
My dear sir, to say I throw things up in the air and catch them is like saying Shakespeare just wrote words. Would you care to see my scrapbook?
Oh, never mind. Show it when you look for a job, if there are any for jugglers.
I'm retired. I haven't thrown up anything but bad food in 10 years.
And what else can you do?
I can wash dishes, sweep barracks, clean toilets. I can also smile while being beaten by fists, feet, straps, and long lengths of rubber hoses. I can be used as a guinea pig for new drugs and old poisons. All of which we've learned while guests of the Nazis, eh, Julio?
Any openings along these lines, huh?
My concentration camp member. One of the best. It proves I'm very competent.
All right, Mr. Mueller. It's all over now. This will be the last such questioning.
It may be the most embarrassing. But how can it possibly be the last?
Because now you're home.
Home? Home, my dear fellow, is a place you lose.
Barracks 9, please.
Eating all right?
Like a bell. Bung.
Last call for carpenters, masons, electricians, plumbers, timekeepers. Please report to the administration building.
They need carpenter's hands. I'll be right back.
Hello.
Hello, Susie.
What are you doing here?
I'm alone. My father's going for a job. He's a plumber.
Yes. Plumbing's very useful, Susie.
Hey, dummy.
Yes?
You see, he knows his name.
Now, you stop that. Why don't you invite the lady in?
Would you like to come in?
Thank you.
All right. Susie, you and I are going to have a party, huh?
Oh, goody. Julio, too?
We don't want him.
Yes, we do.
Oh, all right.
But I'm not dressed.
Say, that'll never do. Shall we dress him up?
Uh-huh.
All right. Just take 1 minute and we'll dress him up. Of course, my party clothes haven't arrived yet. But we'll take care of Julio. All right. Yeah, that's beginning to look better now.
Why, that's you.
Hey, baby, look at me.
You're a great juggler. Oh, no. He must be wonderful.
Yeah, that's what they called him. The Wonderful Hans.
Now, quiet, Julio.
Hans Mueller, smash at Palladium.
Hmm? Yes. I was on the stage accompanied by a 50-piece orchestra playing the Vienna Blood Waltz.
Was he terrible?
I don't believe it. Will you juggle for me?
No.
Please?
No. Well, I mean, Susie, I don't anymore. Absolutely no more.
Would you like a picture? Hmm?
Yes, please?
Oh, all right. Do you like this one?
Uh-huh.
To Susie, my best friend.
Thank you, Mr. Wonderful Hans.
That's nothing, honey.
We used to give away 500 a week.
Oh, quiet.
The boys and girls followed us all over, especially the girls.
I told you to shut up.
The older ones.
Julio.
Yes, we lived in the best hotels. Ate food fit for kings. Everyone loved us. Everyone. They all...
That's enough. Sweetheart, you better go now. I'm tired. You know, it's not always good to remember things.
Shalom. Are you Hans Muller?
If I'm not Hans Muller, I'm nobody. Sometimes I think I'm nobody. And who's Shalom?
Shalom means peace be with you. It also means hello and goodbye. My name is Traub. I'm a doctor. May I sit down?
Who's sick?
I wanted to meet you. I'm an old admirer of yours.
You see me perform? Where?
Berlin?
I played there many times. Did you see my Flaming Torch act? Did I ever do that in Berlin? It's hard to remember. Oh, possibly the clown routine with the eggs? They adored that in Paris. You just arrived, too?
1930 from Cologne.
Oh. I loved Cologne. I had my biggest successes there.
You have any trouble on the ship coming over?
It wasn't a luxury liner.
I met a friend of yours. He told me that you refused to go below decks, that you were afraid of being closed in.
That Willie. I was afraid, but of being asphyxiated by the smell of 1,000 unwashed feet.
And the woman you thought was your wife.
My dear sir, now what would you do if you hadn't known a woman in 10 years and...
You called her by your wife's name. You knew she was dead.
Device to make friends with her. See if you never made an improper advance.
You're lying, Muller. It isn't normal to lie to a doctor.
Then you, sir, aren't normal either. You lied. Saw you in Berlin. I never appeared in Berlin while you were still in Germany. That makes us even, eh? Now go home.
I thought it would help us both. I was stupid.
We agree at last.
I'm a tired man, Muller. I'm here only because your friend made me promise that I'd look after you, but I can see I can't do anything for you. You need a psychiatrist.
I'm not sick.
To admit you're sick is the first step to health.
An epigram, a trick of words. Who's sane, who's insane these days? You're trying to talk me into being sick, to put me away. It reminds me of a story.
Don't joke. Listen to me. Every person is precious to us. That's why we go on half rations and crowd our homes to bring in the people from the ghettos of Europe and Africa. That's why we have in Israel, for no other reason. And we need you healthy. Understand?
Yes. I see. I was wrong and I'm sorry.
In the morning, then?
I couldn't disappoint so eloquent a doctor.
Shalom.
Doctor, you better get some rest. You look tired.
Akoboseda. Zahut.
Please let me pass.
All I want is your identification. Your card. Camp David the King. You just arrived yesterday. You're not the man I'm looking for. Why did you run?
Please. I can't breathe.
Aren't you well? Well, I'll take you back. Are you in trouble?
You policemen are always the same. Hunting, searching, asking questions. You won't let us alone, you won't let us live. You're all Nazis. That's what you are, Nazis. I'm only trying to...
A data section cut off 3 suspects.
All quarter, 2 suspects.
Any more leads?
We've picked up 6 suspects and a possible eyewitness.
Come in with the gentleman.
Will you come in, please? This is Mr. Halevi, sir, Detective Carney.
Shut up. Sit down, please. How's Kogan?
He's still unconscious. The hospital will notify us as soon as he's able to talk.
Oh, thank God he's alive, anyway. Now, who are you, sir?
Emil Halevi, from Holland. I'm a tourist.
He heard a man running down Herzl Street and found Kogan in an alley.
You saw the assailant?
Yes, sir. But I told this gentleman everything, and I'd like to be excused. My plane leaves for Amsterdam in 4 hours, and I'm a very nervous man, and all this upsets me very much.
We'll get you some tea. Very relaxing.
No, thank you.
Any report on the little flag pin that was found on the scene?
Yes. They've been given to immigrants departing to Israel from European ports within the last 2 months. It's a good start.
But there were thousands.
61,000 to be exact.
But you can't track down 61,000 people.
Why not?
I have stomach trouble. I have to be on that plane.
Sit down, please. Until Kogan is able to talk, you are the only one who can identify the fugitive. You'll have to stay on. Now, how was the man dressed?
Like half the people in Israel?
No, that doesn't help. Did he have a brown suit, a blue suit? Was he tall or short?
About your height.
Well, you see, that cuts the list down considerably.
Bravo. Wonderful. Now I have only 30,000 people to investigate. You'll never find him.
Perhaps I won't, and perhaps I will. Mr. Halevi, I am required not only to do justice, but to pursue it, and I will. I'll do everything to find this man and bring him to the house of judgment. Now take your jacket off, sir. We're going to be here all day.
I'll get it.
אני מצטער. חשבתי אתה מת.
I don't speak Hebrew.
Well, I speak English also. I said I thought you were dead. Pardon me.
Your pardon?
You are perhaps American? I am great passion for Americans.
Yes, I'm an American.
American? Absolutely American.
Huh?
He says his English is wicked. He asks, if you are American, why do you look so poor? Why do you sleep here, not in a hotel?
Well, tell him I'm just a crazy American millionaire. Hey. Say, which way to Nazareth?
You desire a guide?
No. Besides, you're going to be late for school.
Well, I'm not from here. I'm tramping from Tel Aviv to Maria. I do not ask money to guide. It is my duty. Add to that also, I can translate for you. I'm astounding at it. Absolutely.
Well, I was planning to hike through the countryside, the back roads, see the real Israel.
I know it very good. Like the nose on your face, yes?
I was going to sleep out, make my own meals.
Precisely. Hakoba Seder?
Huh?
Hebrew for okay. Okay?
Hakoba Seder.
Is that a swastika? Are you drawing a swastika, Kogan? Do you mean the man who attacked you was a Nazi? Or was he a German? Was he wearing a swastika? You mean he thought you were a Nazi?
I'm afraid, sir, that's all I can permit.
Yes, of course. Goodbye, Kogan. He seems to want to tell me more. May I, Doctor?
immigration camp? You'll have to leave now. Yes. Goodbye, Cocker.
Olive, Bet,
Gimel.
Gimel.
Now, see here, Mr. Schumann. There's one magnificent thing about me. I'm a sabra. That means I must be honest. I will say what I think.
What is it?
You say your name is Hans Schumann, but you have HM on your rucksack.
Now, look, Josh, isn't it possible that one's rucksack belongs to one's friend and that one has borrowed it? Did you ever think of that, huh?
Yes, but I want everything on the smooth. I mean, on the level. Isn't that so?
Kol Beseder. Now, may I ask you a question, magnificent one?
It is your absolute precise right.
Now, what does this sabra mean?
Sabra is Hebrew word. It means someone born here. Also, it means fruit of the cactus. To wit, soft and sweet inside, sharp and tough outside.
Oh.
And now, where in America do you live? I probably Where you going, Hans? These are soldiers. Quick, soon. You are sick? I go for doctor. It is my duty.
Told you no, boy. Fine, Josh. Say, did I ever tell you that I used to live in Hollywood?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Some of my best friends are movie stars.
Really?
Sir?
Can I announce in the market you are Rita Hayworth's cousin?
No, Josh.
Can I say you taught Hopalong Cassidy to ride a horse?
Now, Josh, I thought a sabra knows how to keep promises. I'm here incognito, remember?
Hakol Vazeda. I'll be right back.
Shalom.
Are those today's?
Yes. You are not Israeli.
Mm-mm.
You're tourist.
Yeah.
Have you visited Nazareth before?
No.
It is very interesting. Many holy places, all cared for. You should visit. But you do not read here.
No. That's all right. You keep it.
Yesterday, Prime Minister Ben-Gurion opened a new factory. 50 kilometers water pipe put in desert. Policemen attacked in Haifa. 2 new factories.
About the policeman who was attacked, was he hurt?
It's bad.
About the policeman, is he dead?
It doesn't say if he is dead. But the man who did it is one of violence and must be watched for. He will be found.
Thank you.
Afraid. Nothing can happen here next to a police station.
Let's go.
I have it on my mind, I must ask. Why are you afraid? Why are you unhappy? Why are you...
Stop it. Can't you say anything but why?
And so the trail leads to you, Doctor. Early yesterday morning, a policeman was brutally attacked in Haifa by a man who came from this camp. A few hours preceding the attack, a certain Hans Muller, a juggler, disappeared from here. I'm told you've been out looking for him. May I ask why?
I was hoping to take him to a psychiatrist in Haifa.
Oh? Was he very sick?
Possibly.
Sick enough to be violent?
Possibly. That is, if he felt he were being cornered in some way.
Well, it seems to me that's true of any criminal, sick or not.
Seems to me, Mr. Carney, that you're already assuming that Muller's your man.
I assume nothing, Doctor.
Well, if he should happen to be your man, he's no criminal in the police sense of the word.
Can one help him?
He wants to be helped, and you can find him.
I'll find him.
Hey, Josh, I didn't mean to yell at you before, but I hate being plagued with questions. Suppose I kept asking you, why are you the way you are? Why's your mother? Why's your father? Why did
Please
they
do stop it.
That's my point. Why should I stop? You never do. Now, take your mother, for example, your father.
Stop it, please.
You never mention them, not once. Maybe they've done
Don't
something.
talk like that. They're dead.
Sorry, Josh.
They were killed in the war.
Yeah, sure, you know I never knew that. Look, if I knew that you... Everyone loses. Hey, Josh, I'll tell you a funny story. Look at me. Once there was a... I thought you were a Sabra, hard and tough. Hey, did you ever see a juggler? I mean a real one, a great one. Maybe a little out of practice. But in all Israel, there's none as great. Watch. Ha!
You're precisely magnificent. Precisely.
Never
seen a juggler. Will you teach me? Please teach me.
Feeling better now, eh? Never fails.
Teach me, please. Please.
No, no. Come on, let's eat. I'm getting hungry.
You must teach me. I want to be a juggler.
Wait a minute. Look, do you realize a man can learn to fly a plane in 3 weeks? It takes 3 years to learn the fundamentals of juggling.
I'm very smart and quite able to do anything. Don't laugh.
Want to show off for your friends, eh?
I want to be first Israeli juggler. It is foolish. Is that what you think? Not important?
No, no, Josh. There's nothing foolish about juggling. It's a great and ancient art. It goes back 4,000 years.
To Abraham's time.
I'll tell you what I'll do, Josh. I'll teach you all you can learn until we get to where we're going.
You are wonderful, Hans.
Yes. That's what they used to call me.
Another minute and we'll be in Jerusalem. A named Willie Schmidt.
Willie Schmidt? Oh, yes, up the road, the last house. On the roof.
Thank you.
friend of Hans Muller?
Yes?
Would you come down here, please? I want to talk to you.
I'm Police Detective Carney, and this is Mr. Halevi.
Shalom.
Hans Muller has disappeared, and we have reason to believe he was involved in an attack on a policeman in Haifa.
Hans?
Have you seen him recently?
But it couldn't be Hans. I give you my personal guarantee.
If we had a photograph of him, we could prove it one way or another, since this gentleman was a witness.
I don't have any photograph, but I know where there is one. Could you take me to the tent?
Get in.
A fool's errand, gentlemen.
Israel is bounded on the north by Lebanon, on the south by Egypt, the west by the Mediterranean, the east by Syria, and Jordan.
Shalom, Susie.
Shalom.
These are my friends.
Shalom.
Shalom, Susie. Shalom.
Pretty girl, eh?
Very pretty.
What do you know? She didn't want to come to Israel.
We'd have missed you, Susie.
I haven't decided whether I like it yet.
By the way, Susie, do you remember that picture of Hans you had?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Why?
This gentleman would like to see it.
Are you friends of the Jugglers?
No.
Well, what do you want the picture for?
We just want to see what he looks like.
Why?
I'm a policeman. I want to find him to talk to him. Don't be afraid, Susie.
I don't have the picture.
But Susie, you showed it to me just yesterday.
I gave it to a boy for a pencil.
Where's the boy?
I don't know.
Give it to them, darling. Susie, I've been listening. Give it to them.
But, Papa, I don't have it anymore. I don't have it.
Susie, it's no good to tell a lie. It's possible that the juggler may have hurt somebody.
The juggler never hurt anybody.
I know how you feel, but sometimes, for the sake of the law, we have to give up our friends. Now, where is the picture?
That's the man. Hey. First crawl with two. What's that bell for?
It's the watchtower of a kibbutz.
For what?
Kibbutz is a farm community. That one I think is Tel Galil, the hill of Galilee. Would you care to visit?
No.
The bell I don't know. Maybe some drill for our soldiers.
Let's keep moving, Josh.
2 men are in the minefield. Get your detachments out there, through the trees, about 300 meters away.
They'll be blown up in a minute. We have hundreds of mines in that field.
Don't move! Don't move!
I can hear words. Something about fields.
Stay where you are! The field is mine! The field is mine!
We better get moving, Josh.
The desire is to stay here. The desire is not to move.
Come on. Come on, Josh!
But I needed to juggle.
Josh! Josh! Josh!
You want to be killed? Don't move!
كان مكيش بيروت كان مكيش يس مكيش
Have you got a doctor? Just do exactly as we tell you. Walk close to the line of people.
Please get a doctor.
I'll be here soon.
How soon? How soon?
Steady now. Yael is getting in touch with him by heliograph. You see, we have no telephone. Our lines were cut in the war. We haven't had time to mend them. But the doctor's not far off.
As soon as I saw the picture in the newspaper, I knew it was the same man. So I went to the school principal and
I told the principal first.
When did you see this man?
About 2 days ago at Mount Carmel. We were playing. He said he was an American, but I didn't believe him.
Why?
Because he needed a shave and he was dirty.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
But he went with a boy.
Well, that's important. Who's the boy?
He was a stranger. I think his name was Yehoshua something.
How old was he?
About 12.
Oh, no, 14.
Notify all substations. Look for Muller and a boy named,
Yehoshua.
Yehoshua, around 13 years old. Thank you. Shut up.
Ollie.
Shh, it's all right. Everything is...
The children come back from school yet?
Yes, don't worry. They are home. Hello. My name is Yael. This is my house. Did you have a good sleep?
Oh. For a moment, I didn't know where I was. But I heard my wife's voice. You know how it is. Old dreams, memories. Sometimes can be as real as life.
I understand.
Was I asleep long?
Since yesterday afternoon. They told me that you took a look at me on the tower and passed out.
It's an old habit of mine whenever I see a beautiful woman. Did I talk a lot of nonsense when I was unconscious?
No, not a word. But we know all about you.
Oh?
You're an American. You're from Hollywood. And you're the greatest juggler in the whole world. Between sedatives last night, your Shua sounded like a who's who.
Josh. Where is he? How is he?
Quite all right. He's in the infirmary now. His leg is broken, but the doctor is certain he will walk and run again. Are you all the wonderful things he said about you?
He didn't exaggerate. White mice and children adore me.
Oh, well, we don't have white mice here, but we have lots of children. I hope you understand about the mines. We civilians have just returned to this kibbutz. The army hasn't completely demilitarized yet.
You know, you're wasted here on this farm. Your government ought to have you meeting every boat and plank.
I'm afraid we don't have the conveniences here that you have in America. Our electricity is still out.
I won't mind.
If you follow the path around the house, you'll find a WC and a shower. And at the end of the street is our dining hall.
What'd you say your name was?
Yael.
Yael. Sounds like a bell ringing.
I'll see you later. Our coffee is improving. Last week it tasted like dishwater. This week, like tea.
I like tea and dishwater.
I have to leave soon on a job. I'll see you tonight.
Well, I regret more than I can say, but I won't be here tonight.
Ah, there is my American.
You see, you're famous.
Shalom. Shalom.
This is Hans Schumann. This is Mordechai, our chief of cows.
How do you do?
Wonderful human beings, cows. No? How is America?
Well, it's getting on.
You lived there. How long?
Well, almost my whole life.
I lived in New York in 1905. How goes it?
Well, it goes.
Ay, such crazy people. No room for trees, for cows. Only people. Push, push, push. You like cows.
Passionately.
We have no cows now, but maybe in 2-3 days. They'll come home to us. What a holiday. Then we'll have milk for the children, not this cocoa. The barn you have to see. Such a barn. Rockefeller doesn't have it. Well, when you get time, tell me about America. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom. It's got the milkmaid's touch, all right.
Did you never live in Germany?
When I was a child. Where's Yoshua?
I'll show you. Well, it's a shame you have to leave so soon.
Well, I regret it too, but big business, you know. Now, how do I get out of this place without being blown up?
Well, you may not be able to go until a supply truck comes in. Could be tomorrow or a week.
Oh. You're going somewhere. Can I leave with you?
I'm going to a damaged Arab village some distance away to see if it can be lived in. Wait a minute. There is a bus line near. But
Well, but what?
Well, it may be dangerous. It's near the Syrian border.
I'll take the chance.
The boy's in there. He'll be very unhappy to see you go.
I'm a coward with children. I can't tell him I'm leaving. Don't you, huh?
All right. I'll get ready and come for you.
Josh?
Hans? Shalom, Hans.
Shalom. Yeah, you're a fine soldier you are. Don't even know mind when you walk on it.
Enemy mines, I know. But how a men hide mines good? Here, eat.
I'll feed him.
Do I say no? I've got diapers to wash. Not mine. You are experienced?
Uh-huh.
You have children?
Uh-uh.
In the night, I opened my eyes. I looked for you. I think you left me. Yael tells me you are sleeping, too. She's pretty, eh?
Yes.
Immense. Awe-inspiring.
See, there once was a man with 1,000 wives who suffered from the plague in hives.
Finish.
It's not for children.
They never are for children.
Can we practice today?
Later. I'm going out for a long walk with Yael.
Then you teach me tomorrow. Absolutely. I told her I would be first Israeli juggler.
Say, did I ever tell you the story about the 2 holes in the ground? Well, well.
I don't like that story.
Well, don't you understand it? 2 holes in the ground. Well, well.
You'll never come back. I'll never be the first Israeli juggler. You promise.
Let it be a lesson to you. Don't believe promises. I didn't mean that, Josh. You know I like you. I'll be back. Cobra Seder.
Ready?
Say, Yael, what's the Hebrew for I'll be seeing you?
Lehitraot.
Lehitraot, Josh.
Goodbye.
Why did you say goodbye?
I'm no fool.
Shalom, sir.
Shalom.
Tell Mr. Carney what you told me.
Maybe I saw him.
When?
He looked much older. So maybe I didn't see him.
It's important, Grandma.
This picture was taken some years ago, but we have reason to believe that it's still recognizable.
His face was much sadder. How can I be sure?
Was he with a boy around 13?
Yes.
And did he pretend to be an American?
He didn't read Hebrew, so maybe he was an American.
Was he wearing a rucksack, a trench coat, and a brown hat?
Yes.
Which way did they go from here?
To the north, the upper Galilee.
Grandma, you're a regular Sherlock Holmes. Shalom.
Shalom, sir.
Certainly not. You call this a mountain? I've climbed the Matterhorn, the Rockies, and boy, am I tired.
I'm seeing weather. Hot winds from the Sahara. There is the Syrian border. And one of their patrols.
Hey, it's very close.
Well, perhaps I'd better take you back to the kibbutz.
Why? What's Syria to me and me to Syria?
They could make trouble.
Tell them we're hiking to Damascus.
They'll laugh at you. The only way out of Israel these days is by plane or by boat, or by smuggling yourself across the border.
What can they do to us?
Put us in one of their prisons for a while. 6 weeks, 6 months. Shall we go back?
Well, Oh, wait a minute. Boys are disappearing now, and, well, by nature, I never could resist seeing the other side of a mountain. Shall we?
There's their old house. And your bus.
What does an Israeli girl do when a relative stranger who has slept in her bed kisses her goodbye, huh? She slap his face, shoot him, kiss back.
That is a joke.
You don't like what I did, eh?
Who are you, Hans?
Oh, I'm a man that likes, dislikes. I'm crazy about racing cars, loud music, hard candy, and soft beds.
You're quick to make jokes. I don't know about such games. What I feel, I say. I like you. I've been lonely and I like you. I wanted you to stay at our kibbutz. Now you're leaving.
You know, I remember a story about a young man who went to his sweetheart's father and asked, may I have your daughter's hand? And the father said, it doesn't matter what he said, I've forgotten. I better get going.
Goodbye, Hans. Good luck.
Hello?
Hans? Hans? Come here, quickly.
What is it?
The patrol is coming this way. I think they've seen us. Hans, this is no time for jokes.
I'm not going to prison.
We don't kill people in cold blood. Hans, please!
Well, it's only the idea of prison food that bothers me. I'm a connoisseur. I'm used to the best. You've seen numbers like mine before, haven't you?
Yes. Why do you hide the fact that you were in a concentration camp?
I'm selfish about my pleasures, that's why. It's a memory I'm quite fond of. Look in there. Pretend you're seeing a place 1/4 its size. No windows. Nothing but walls, a floor, and a ceiling. Quite a lot of air for one man. That's where I lay with 10 others when they told me my wife and children had been burnt in their ovens. The floor was hard when I hit my head against it, begging to die. But when the walls became alive and moved in to crush me, then I begged them not to let me die. I learned that day that terror can become stronger than grief. Look, mind you, I don't pity myself, but it was all my fault. Everything.
Don't blame yourself, Hans.
I didn't think they could touch me, the wonderful Hans of my family. I was their great hero. Their children had my pictures on the walls. They followed me on the streets for my autograph. I could have left Germany at any time, taken my wife and my children to safety. But no, not me. I was above it all. My friends warned me, you're a Jew, you'll get in trouble. I laughed. Who's a Jew? I'm a German. So I waited. Till it was too late. Now, if a dog would have licked my heart, he'd die of the poison. Can you understand now why I have a slight allergy to locks on doors? Nothing serious, mind you, except that it would be easy to kill anyone that tried to put me away again. And so, the jolly juggler. Up and down, suspension and equilibrium. That's me. I'm the juggler and the juggler. Hey,
If you really have no place to
see
go,
them rise,
then come back
watch
with
them
me.
fall.
We'll give you a home.
Hey, look at the
You can
merry-go-round.
work at your own profession.
now
You
on the
can't
bottom.
live by bread alone. Everyone needs a place, a home.
A home is a place you lose.
That's not true, Hans.
Home is a place you lose.
You're sick, Hans.
I'm not sick. Don't ever say that. You see, my dear Jarl, I'm a man of whim. It's Thursday, and I want a holiday. I call it Sunday, and I don't work. And I'll call it Sunday. Of course, I don't know how long I'll be able to stay. One day, maybe two, then I have to go again.
Where? For what?
Well, now I remember how the story ended. The young man went up to the girl's father and asked, may I have your daughter's hand? And the father said, certainly, but what's the matter with the rest of her? See? I didn't have to say goodbye to Josh after all. La-da-dee, up, 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 easy, easy, da-da-dee, 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 dee-dee-dee, da-da-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. What's that?
It's only the supply truck.
Josh, you keep working. I'll be right back.
Oh, don't go. We must practice more.
Any beauty hints for today?
Wait your turn, darling. I won't eat the print.
Don't forget me, Mordecai.
Say, Mordecai, can I take a look at the paper?
Sure. Later.
Well, just a quick look.
Please, you shouldn't rush me. Our own newspapers we haven't arranged for yet. I had to beg the driver to give me his. If I were polite, maybe I'd give it to you first. But at my age, you should forgive me. Time is more important than politeness. Such news. Good, bad, good, bad.
Mordecai, my friend, I'm going to show you a trick. The most extraordinary sensation. Ha! Ha! Catch! Hey!
Whoa, young man. Is that what you do in America?
Prime Minister King was mystified by it.
And don't tear the paper.
It's nothing. It's a trick.
The United States was
She didn't really tear it.
In all the world of magic and legerdemain, there's nothing like it. Now, watch me closely. Ah.
He's burning the newspaper.
Don't worry, Mordecai.
In all the
It's
world
only
of magic and legerdemain,
It's
there's
not
nothing
really
like
burning it.
The Maharaja of India would gladly give up half his kingdom had he this power. Watch. Huh? Voila.
Hooray, hooray, no. Let me have the paper back.
Your paper.
But the back page is still missing. That one.
Aha. Ah. Ah. I don't understand it. I've done this trick for years.
I think, my friend, that was no accident.
Good news, everybody. Our cows are coming back from Marion.
Hurry, hurry! We have work to do. Our ladies are coming home.
Tonight after work, we'll have a big celebration. You see? Even cows have a home.
Yes. I often wished I were a cow.
Those trucks are from Mikey Boots. Magnificent, eh? Astounding.
Stupendous. Why not? But it was fun. We danced together. I mean, everybody, as if we've been practicing for years.
You learned very quickly.
Yes. Say, for a moment, I wasn't even sure it was me. Or is it I?
It was you.
Listen, tomorrow, I'm going to give a show for the children.
I'm glad you decided that Thursday was Sunday.
Unfortunately, I can't stop all the clocks of the world forever.
Then you're living again.
Say, did you ever hear this one, Yael? If all the old men could hire young men to die for them, a young man could make a very nice living.
I don't want you to go.
No, you don't understand. It's a joke. Look, if the old men could hire young men to die for them...
What can I say to you? What can I do to make you accept this place, this country, this home, to make you well?
I like it here. I like it here, but I don't want to hurt anybody anymore. Or be hurt.
I understand.
You don't. So say goodbye. Get me out of here. It's hopeless.
I've been taught to have hope. I want a husband, children, to build a good home in a good country. And I don't believe they all have to end badly.
Hope? It's a naughty word these days.
Hans, I don't blame you, Hans. I'll never blame you. How can I? I love you.
Yael, no. A half a heart doesn't make for a full love. What can I give you? What can I promise you beyond 10 minutes to 9 this 20th day of August, 1949?
I'll take the chance.
Hello, Marianne. This is Kibbutz Sharon. We have a message about a boy by the name of Yehoshua Bressler.
Thank you, Sharon. Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't know you had guests.
That's all right.
Is it important? The boy has been found.
That's the one you've been looking for.
Is he here?
No. He was hurt by a mine and is not well enough to travel.
Where is he?
Kibbutz Hill of Galilee.
Is there any information on an American being there?
No, only the boy.
We could send a message and find out.
Please, no.
Yes, you're right. It wouldn't be good that way. We can be there in an hour. Thank you very much. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to present the first Israeli juggler, the magnificent Yehoshua.
That's Hans. I beg you to be careful with him.
I intend to.
Don't run away, it'll be all right.
Hans, please let me...
Please, Hans, it'll be all right.
Hans Muller, give yourself up.
You try to arrest me, I'll kill you and myself!
My rifle is in there.
I didn't want it to be like this.
You promised.
Back, this may be dangerous. Get him out of here. Out! On back.
Hans, listen to me. The man you attacked is not dead. Please, darling, believe me. You did not kill him. The police told me.
Police always lie. Yael, don't stand near the door.
Hans Muller, listen to what I say. I am a policeman. You have been told the truth. You didn't kill the man.
If I didn't kill the man, why are you here?
To save you from further harm.
If I didn't kill the man, why are you here?
To bring you before the law and to help you.
I don't need your help or your law. Go away!
Darling, this is your home. Think what you are doing. You haven't locked us out. You have locked yourself in.
Someone, I'm sick. I need help.